They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Alabama's offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Herd! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Marshall's offense has the ball for the first time. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, he'll throw it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
To the air, it's Simpson. Buys a little time. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Bernard. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. in the backfield, it's Norton. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long.
Well, going RPO in that second there, the idea was they were going to have to throw big chunky yards to maybe get the first or second, third and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football. Takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this third down because of the quarterback's decision.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Still looking on the move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
It's caught. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position.
A shot toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Using his feet to buy time. He's not afraid to go deep. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown time! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and their defense right now is just...
There he goes! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick.
Open space in the middle. What a play there, and he's huge gain. Now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. This is a designed run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab, it's Bernard.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line is set on 3rd down. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Passing attempt, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. He rifles one deep to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. This offense has it with really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The thundering herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Going deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys.
Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To the air on second down. Working that left side now. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Running back searching for a hole. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That brings him to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The give from the gun. Brings into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Fighting off the defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's a big-time completion. Guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Alabama!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, They'll try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Going to take a shot on second and short. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback running on the draw. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Turner. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Marshall will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now the play fake. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away?
Turning it on! A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Roberts. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Just drives it between the uprights. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't miss it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
He fires one deep down the right side. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side.
There he goes. And the explosive The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing...
Me and Jorge is in Utah if you want to join PS5 version.
Where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna look downfield again.
K.
Finds his man. It's Bernard. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Turner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Off play action on first down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game. Here comes that Alabama offense. Got it in the middle. It's Cuevas. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
With jet sweep pass. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
He'll keep it himself.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He's got the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown time! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill-spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Marshall comes to the line, facing 3rd and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Marshall will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air, it's Simpson. Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch, it's Miller. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, he missed it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Running into the open space. So now it's second and long. He'll do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
And these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk. It's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
He'll throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Turner. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here.
Well, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt.
Number 93, on to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. right back to the well. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Let's go. Break. Double. Black 14.
Caught behind the line. It's Turner. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Herd! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He'll pull it on the read. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Marshall will be forced to punt.
On to punt it away.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw it, Simpson. Buying some time. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? They'll run play action. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this
he makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit,
he's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Oh, they're after him! And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Norton. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This has got to be frustrating for the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He slides that just inside the right upright.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put...
What's up? Me and Jorge is in Utah if you wanna join PS5 version. K.
That guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. Creates a little space. Gashing the knee, and it's a fumble after that huge gain. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Touchdown, Marshall! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's caught. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Quick release by the QB. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Looking to throw at Simpson. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Tide.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Norton. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run it from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Marshall will be forced to punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. First down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Going for it all. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Got him downfield. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They want to throw it. Big fella moving. Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Roberts. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback now breaking the field. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Stumbled to the ground. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back?
It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Allen. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends in the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Now on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Easy. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Adams. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Here we go. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back.
Got room on the return. Got enough for the 1st. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Power football with the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Alabama offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Right down the middle. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Going to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Using his legs, it's Roberts. Gets it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves him. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got to stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They go to the wide receiver screen. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands, it's Bernard. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The give is to Miller. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Payne. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Turner. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on! He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere, and you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw. And that one is right on target if his target was the first run. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it on the move. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Bernard. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds space on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Trying to pound it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Trying play action. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field. There he goes. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. Man, the offense did not get enough. They got to understand the sticks. Maybe he should have thrown that on the RPO, right? It's tough. You got to read that really, really quickly. Now brings up a 4th down decision time for this offense.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Under fire. And the heat gets there. 14-yard line. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.